DUIs, drug charges. If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Ooh, I'm so ready for this weekend away with my girls.
Hey, hit the road? How about some free gas?
Free gas? How?
Try new Febreze car for some serious freshness and you can win gas for a full year. Visit Febreze.com to learn more.
Say less.
You may not win, but you're gonna have a fresh smelling whip.
Thanks, DJ Fresh. Now how about some music?
Hey, yo, this next one goes out to new Febreze car for giving you a chance to win free gas. La, 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 la.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 to enter in 73124 for rules and how to enter. Visit Febreze.com.
Find your why in your next career move at the First Coast YMCA. Everyone can get involved and make a difference in your community at the Y. And if you'd like to turn your passion into a fulfilling career, the Y is an equal opportunity employer and is now hiring youth program leaders, lifeguards, swim instructors, and more. Plus, Y staff enjoy benefits including free YMCA membership and free childcare while you work. Find your passion, find your why in a career at fcymca.org.
This is Hayes Carlion for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Let's go! It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired service men and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel. Ask about the new Family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer. Let's go! Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700. Let's go!
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update, brought to you by PrimesMensMedical.com. As the SEC Media Days come to a close in Dallas, head coach of the Florida Gators, Billy Napier, spoke on the podium on how he plans to have a successful season and what it takes to be a top team.
One of the things I've learned in our profession is you got to break things up into short periods of time for your players. I think if we can execute consistently and get consumed with the work and how we prepare, how we train, I believe that the thing that I've learned and observed in this league, you have to have the ability, the self-discipline to prepare the same way each week. Regardless of the outcome, all right, ignore the noise, don't believe the hype, erase the board, start over, and every person in that building has got to prepare the same way, right? We're going to focus on the work that's ahead, and then we'll look up at the end of the season and we'll see what that earns.
It's 90 degrees at 3 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's a big hair, heavy metal Friday on XL Primetime.
All right, 3 o'clock hours here. It's XL Primetime. Loving our Fridays, that's for sure. Go see with Matt Hayes back from Dallas in the SEC kickoff. Leon Searcy, who soon will be up for an Oscar, an Emmy, something like that. And our head coach, Dave Campo, has made it in the house. Coach, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Listen, I'm a little disappointed in Matt.
Yeah?
I think he's a warrior.
Yeah.
For what he's done coming back from Dallas.
Come on, man.
But he didn't even ask me where to go in Dallas.
Oh, that's
he was
a good
out there,
point.
and he was there for a week.
That's
Joe.
a good point. That is a great point.
Let me tell you something about Big D, okay? So, you know where the Omni is in downtown, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of homeless.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that.
A lot.
But you got to know where to go.
Yeah, right? I know, but
I could have taken care of you.
Well, believe me, when I was jogging every morning, I was like, yeah, it's not good, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good.
Are we talking Tent City and
yes.
stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I mean, everywhere.
I hate that. I just hate it. I don't know what can be done, but
you didn't see any beauty, Matt. I mean,
in Dallas, it's not much beauty. It's not much beauty, bro. It's
really?
Concrete. Dallas?
I'm just saying.
Although I will say, in the spring, the blue bonnets in the spring are fantastic.
Beautiful. But listen, I was actually on the show where Matt was on with us.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't ask me where to go in Dallas. I'm just disappointed.
You were on the show earlier this week?
I talked to you.
Dave, I believe you, those 4 days.
He's not as ready as you think he is, Joe.
First off, those 4 days were like a blur. That's number one. Number two, I'm like Seinfeld and Kenny Rogers Roasters right now.
All right.
I'm running on no sleep.
All right.
As long as Frank was picking up the tab for everything he had, he was fine. He didn't need any more.
Hey, Frank actually did buy me dinner once, and I thanked him profusely. Good
all right,
dude. I like.
So we're staying on SEC football, but Coach, I know you got to be jacked up. First, you did see the video.
I did, and listen, this guy ought to win an Oscar. You're talking about an actor.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Listen,
y'all are killing me right now.
Football it should have been just
you
your
know what I'm saying?
pastime.
Exactly, you're right. I should have went. I should have went the actor part.
Leon Pacino, man.
I'll do some voiceovers or something, maybe.
Leon Brando.
Well, you have a voice for voiceovers.
Yeah, I
to be
can do
honest
that.
with you.
Yeah, I can shop it around.
Well, like I said, everybody that has seen it and I've talked to loves it. TLD came charge it in, just absolutely love the heck out of it. So, yeah, it was good stuff. And it gets everybody fired up, Coach.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited. I actually text Lagerman and a couple other people about how excited I am about the throwbacks. I think that's fantastic that they're doing that. To get back a little bit of the tradition around here.
A little bit of magic.
Hopefully we're starting to develop that in Jackson.
Yeah, well, I think
they're also so much better than the other uniforms.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not even close, man.
We had a texter yesterday said he put them side by side, a 16 in the throwback teal versus a 16 current. And he basically said Trevor should never wear that other one again.
Like who in the NFL office did someone tell them, hey, let's just put white numbers on a color and don't do any outline numbers at all?
Yeah.
Like, who told them that was going to look good?
I don't know. That was part of whatever agreement that they had. They approved it. Heck, Shad said the white and black one was the one he loved the most. And I just
the white tops, black pants.
Yeah,
me too.
White with the black lettering.
Yeah, that's my favorite. My favorite is all white.
Yeah.
The white.
White or the white or with the black
absolutely.
pants. Yeah,
but if you take a look at those
I know
uniforms.
you love teal, bro, but the black is
Okay, but just let me just vent here just for 1 second. The only unique color let's make this the 10-10 take, RJ, if you don't mind, because this one
you're standing up right now, man.
Yes.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 tape. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmasters since '68.
We all know it's hot out there, and when you're talking about barbecue, you got to put in your work. So make sure Sonny's does all that work for you, okay? They get that wood and flame working. They smoke it slow, and you don't have to worry about beating the heat. Just drop on by any one of your area Sonny's for some delicious barbecue tonight, over the weekend, whenever it might be. The only unique color this football team has is teal. Okay, other people have white, other people have black, other people have gold. The only team in the National Football League that has teal as one of its primary colors is the Jacksonville Jaguars. And so for them to ignore the color teal as long as they have and have to bring it back in certain settings and situations and make it a throwback and all that, it just drives me nuts. Teal should be the primary color every single time. The white unis that you guys are talking about, if you take a look at the white unis with the black letter or black numerals, the only teal that's on them is the swoosh. That's it.
That's right.
That's a crime. I'm just so happy that they're bringing the teal back, and it needs to be a part of our lives every single Sunday.
Well, when have you had the most success in this franchise with the jerseys, the throwback jerseys, right? Yeah. Wouldn't it just make sense to just keep them around? We had all the magic back then. Why would you get rid of the teal?
You better believe it.
Why don't you pull them out week 1 when you go down to place the Aqua?
They're doing it 2 times.
It's a big game, man.
It is a big game, absolutely.
That's a lot. That game's a lot like the Florida-Miami College game, the Jags and the Dolphins. That's a big game,
we do need teal to reign victorious over Aqua. That's for sure.
We do.
We need to get that done.
Well,
they're both kind of subtle, so I mean, you've got to wear it like a man.
See, it's also the pants. Like the Jags, when they wear the black pants, they look like softball pants. Like there's no stripes
no
or
outline.
anything.
There's nothing. Signature stripes or however you want to describe it.
They're like a softball team running around
accent pieces or
a
accent
men's
lines.
softball team. Don't text in and say it's misogynist because it's not. Okay, there are men's softball teams and they do wear completely solid color pants.
Well, they used to wear those old bike shorts back in the day.
No, I don't bring those back ever. Never, ever. No.
All right. So, Coach, here we are, a few days away from training camp. We got teams that are already reporting. Rookies have been in a lot of buildings. Houston got their practice going yesterday. What's the vibe like? What's the feel like? What are you doing when you're preparing?
Oh, listen, this is fantastic. I went down and got my credentials today.
You did?
I'm not waiting until the 23rd. I'm ready to go today. And as a matter of fact, I'm burned up that we can't go down there for the rookies. I want to see them a little bit early. No, this is a great time. I mean, I thought the SEC media days, I was telling
nice appetizer.
That's kind of the start of everything, and it was really fun for me listening to the coaches, talk, and even the quarterbacks. I mean, it was good. But listen, this city ought to be excited, and it ought to be excited not only for what the Jaguars are doing, in my opinion, but listening to all the talk about the Houston Texans. That ought to get this city fired up completely.
Dave, they're now officially, according to Joe, the hated Texans.
Well, they're taking over for the Titans, I think, but it's exciting. It is exciting.
Yeah. And right now, Leon, you're probably making sure you got everything just kind of buttoned up and ready to go before you kiss the lady goodbye and you head in there for camp.
Well, yeah, if you're a veteran, I missed my rookie year in training camp, so that's another story. But no, if you're a veteran, you got the next couple of days left, right? You spend your time with your kids as much as you want. You take the wife out where she wants to go because she knows their livelihood is based upon how you perform this year.
Right.
All right. So whatever's going on with the bills, the house, the payments, and all that. Here's a checkbook. Here's a credit card. There's a spending limit on it. You got to put a spending limit on it. The wife. But take care of all the bills and stuff because Dad is going to work.
Yeah.
He's going to work.
There's no quick Johns to Cancun or anything, right? Like when you're 3 days away.
You can't do that, bro. Nah, the last thing you want is some delay. and you miss the plane or something happens over there or whatever like that. No, you staying at home.
So you think they're all here right now?
They're all here right now. Absolutely, they should be. I mean, listen, if you love ball, you're here.
Yeah,
because you can't wait to go to camp.
I'll shout out the quarterback whisperer and Taco Lou at the same time because one of Denny's guys is Brock Purdy, and they've been rolling these either college or NFL guys through here. And Denny said it on Monday. This is one of the last little bit of opportunities for them to work on whatever they're working on before they head off to training camp. Anyway, Brock Purdy was at Taco Lou yesterday, and buddies, he said, hey, they took pictures and whatnot and posted it. So he was getting that last little squeeze of Florida sunshine in before he went back to San Francisco.
The NFL is based on exactly what Leon said. What have you done for me lately? And if you love the game, but also it's your livelihood, they're ready to go. And I've heard some things about some guys that I'm not going to bring up here that have not put forth that effort with the Jaguars this offseason. And it's going to be a battle at some positions, and they better get their stuff going. Maybe I shouldn't even have mentioned that, but I'm not going to mention it.
You did.
Well, I mean, this is Coach. I wish it was a little bit more old school because, back in the day, you could tell the guys that put in the work and those who didn't. Because first of all, when you weighed in, there was a set weight that you had to come in weigh in at. If you didn't, you got fined. And then there was a conditioning test. All right, there was a conditioning test to see where you were conditioning wise. And if you didn't make it, you ran it until you finished it, and you got fined again. So I mean, I'm trying to evolve now, from the old school matters that, because there's no stress to come into camp anymore. I mean, camp, training camp used to be so hard because it was your time to bond with your teammates to get through it, because it was 6 weeks of two-a-days and running and hitting, and that bond, that lifting up when the guy's tired, that kind of stuff. That's how you formulate a team right there in training camp. I'm not sure if that. I'm not saying that bond doesn't exist, but I'm just saying training camp used to be so severe, so tense that we had to rally around each other to keep each other up to make sure we survived.
Yeah. You can put guys. What do they call it, Joe? On flame. What do you call it when you on? What do you call it on?
On tilt.
What do the kids say?
On blast.
On blast. There you go. You can put guys under the microscope.
I'm going to do it this way because I'm a former coach. I mean, I'm a little careful with what I say, okay? Because I've been there. One of the positions that's going to be a battle, in my opinion, this year, and you can take your own thing from that, is the offensive tackle position. And there's a possibility that one of those guys that are going to be battling for that might not be here at the end of this training camp. I believe that. Absolutely.
I love it. Now, when you set that up, is it just, like you said, competition's going to weed out the ones who aren't prepared or ready or done the work? Does that mean a trade? Does that mean a release? What does that mean? And again, you're just estimating.
I'm saying try to trade.
And if not,
I mean, that's definitely the number one thing. I'm not sure that they're in a position necessarily, if it's a battle for that position, to get rid of the guy.
Right.
If it's other than getting something back.
Your point is both guys are in contractual situations where they need to either play or they need to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Both guys are in those situations.
Well, listen, I say that if I'm Walker Little, and I give it my all during camp, and I'm still in a position where I'm a swing tackle, I got to move because I can't make swing tackle money.
Yeah.
Not when I feel I'm an elite tackle that can play in this league at left tackle. So I'm saying, because listen, Anton Harrison's good. It's going to be Cam and Walker. They're going to battle at the left tackle position, and whoever comes out first, the other person's going to, be last.
Quite frankly, if you're Cam, this is your last year.
Last year anyway, yeah.
Oh, you can't be sitting on the bench either.
No, absolutely. You can't be sitting on the bench. But here's the thing. But here's camp, some team, injuries always happen in training camp, preseason, whatever. Some guys going to go down. Some teams going to get desperate, and one of those guys will be able to float somewhere else.
And he's got to make sure that he's ready to be the leader and the player that they expect him to be, or he's too expensive. And then they'll make that decision. All right, we'll keep this conversation going. I want to get into the quarterback tiers and where Trevor ranks, where he did rank last year, as we've talked about it a bunch, and where he ranks right now. We'll do that coming up on XL Primetime. Cycles of Jacksonville bringing you a big hair, heavy metal Friday on the road, off the road, and on the water. Check out everything from Honda at Cycles of Jacksonville.
XL Primetime's Coach Dave Campo is brought to you by Bold City Heating and Air. Online at boldcityac.com. Buckle up. You're in the First Coast Honda Dealer Studios with XL Primetime on 1010XL. Find your new Honda at your 8 local Honda dealers. Because you're not the only car on I-95.
Look, I need a spacecraft, something that can travel 300 times the speed of light.
It's the Frangie Show.
Seatbelts.
Afternoons on 1010XL.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big this summer. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime powertrain and a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give us the opportunity to earn your business today. Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, or visit JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Welcome to the family.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Don't make a bad call when it comes to servicing your home. Cooling off with a baby pool in the house to fix your air conditioning problem is a bad call. Trying to catch a wave in a flooded bathroom is a bad call. Using a burning electrical panel to make s'mores is a bad call. The next time something goes wrong, make a good call to Donovan.
Whether you need air, electric, or plumbing service, Donovan is always a good call. It's why we've been trusted by our customers for almost 40 years, and why you can trust us to deliver fast, reliable service to your home. Donovan, always a good call.
Visit DonovanAC.com today.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Break bread with Dan, Jeff, and PGA Tour insiders on Brunch with the Tour.
What is brunch?
Tour news, tips, and inside info.
Brought to you by Clearwater Irrigation. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A. Tuesday morning at 8:30
on 1010XL.
Hey folks, Micken here for Zero Res. You and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home. But did you know Zero Res can also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work, and if they need cleaning, suggest to the boss they call Zero Res. For the month of July, Zero Res offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. Look, we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino canceled because real life came calling. Well, MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action, all from the comfort of your own home. I love the live casino. The roulette is awesome. It's so easy and so much fun. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find live dealers ready to deal or spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience when the action is in your hands. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL, and a revamped loyalty program ensures a host of exclusive VIP perks. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Hi, this is Chelsea. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will enhance the beauty and value of your home. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your complimentary design consultation. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
The coolers are full at your local Gate gas station, making it easy for you to cruise in and cruise out with little downtime. Ice cold Coronas, Natty Light, Stella Artois, and Michelob Ultra. Don't forget the king of beers, Cold Buds. Gate's got them in the cooler, waiting for you.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Shot through the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
It's a big hair, heavy metal Friday on XL Primetime.
Bring it on. Get yourself a little fired up for the weekend. A little big hair, heavy metal. Of course, it could be anything in the world of rock and roll. We love it on a Friday. You can definitely hit RJ, the DJ, at 641-1010, and he will take care of you. Try and get some song suggestions on, get you a little fired up for what is to come, including your Jacksonville Jaguars getting on the field next week. We say thanks to Cycles of Jacksonville. They are in the motorcycle business, they're in the four-wheeler business, on-road, off-road, but they're also now in the boat business with the beautiful Scout hulls, and then everything else is Honda, and you can get on the water. You can see those beautiful, beautiful new boats, along with the Coach pontoon boats right there on the lot at Cycles of Jacksonville. Check them out on Atlantic near Regency. All right, we've got our head coach with us, Dave Campo, along with Big Searcy, Matty, and Joe C. As we're talking, let's just get into these quarterback tiers, because we did this last week, I want to say a week or so ago, where Trevor was not in the top 10. He was in the top 10 the season before, and he had dropped to 16th. And, Coach, we talked about this on Tuesday with your visit when we were getting in on it. Well, anyway, another website has come out with their tiers that they like to do. And the big three in the first tier, Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh. I don't think too many people would object to that. Josh,
I would.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Mahomes should be on a tier of his own.
Well, yeah, but I think they probably just, instead of just distinguishing him, they're just basically maybe looking at overall yardage from all these guys.
It sounds to me like they're trying to lump those two in with him, and that's not close.
Well,
it's like he's way up here, and they're
way the apex.
Down here.
Yeah.
Apex.
But yeah,
It's
but
like-
let's not also let's remind ourselves Lamar's game plan was stolen by his head coach and his offensive coordinator in that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Allen did a pretty damn good job in a position to win that
in the words of the coming to America barber scene, all I know is he has ass whoop.
Yeah. Listen,
Right?
I'm just telling you what the tiers are. That's all I'm
right.
trying to do.
All right.
And so let's get to the next one. Joe Burrow, C.J. Stroud.
Stop it.
Jordan Love.
Stop it.
Now you can object if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them, C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love. I mean, they were prisoners of the moment. I mean, you're talking about
100%.
prisoners of the moment. You're talking about Jordan. You're talking about Jordan Love, who had a back end. Well, he kind of had like Trevor. You know, not so great first half of the year. Back end of the year, played well in the playoff game, beat the Cowboys and that kind of stuff. And now he's getting all this love. And then C.J. Stroud is, I mean, listen, he had an outstanding rookie year. I mean, but they're both appetizers. They're not the full menu. Where's Matthew Stafford? I mean that
he's
guy
in that next group.
Okay, Matthew Stafford. Where's Jared Goff?
So I'm going to put him. All right, I'm glad you're bringing him up because let's go to that next tier. And again, we can clobber, jump in anytime, Coach, because Jordan Love had a fantastic
he looked pretty
season.
good last
There's
year.
no doubt about it, and so did C.J. Stroud. But if you are I think whenever you're talking about what these quarterbacks have done, a little respect to what they have done over time,
And they went on the road too.
should be included.
Yeah, but they're cheese sticks, all right? They're appetizers, bro. I like to have guys that you have more of a complete menu that you've seen consistent win year.
So after you have those guys in that second tier, Coach, you've got third tier called sneaky upside / high level starters. Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts.
Well, I'm a little bit like Leon. I just think the jury's still out on Love and Stroud.
Mm-hmm.
You can say whatever you want. I think both of them have talent. There's no question about it. Well, Trevor Lawrence has talent too, and that's why he was in the top 10 last year.
Yeah.
Because he showed things that put him there. Only because what have you done for me now? In other words, when you look back at Jared Goff's career and you look back at
Matt Stafford,
those guys have done it over time. And I think that's something that should reflect that.
And Dak.
I think Stroud's going to be really good, but I can't wait to see what he does this year.
Yeah,
You're no to Dak?
Dak. Not only that, I think Jalen too.
Okay, Jalen.
I know he got the Super Bowl. That was a good team that got the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
at the very least, there was some chatter about Jalen Hurts being hurt last year. Definitely had the hammy problems, had a few other things.
He's a quality starter. I don't think he's elite.
But I wouldn't take Dak Prescott out of this group at all.
Oh, I 100%
Okay,
would.
Dak was a touchdown throwing juvie and minimized a lot of mistakes that he had the year before. Corrected a ton of problems.
And they still can't get anywhere in the games that matter.
Well, I'm going to put some of that on that defense and playing a 225-pound middle linebacker.
I mean, they've got a top 3 player on that defense.
Who?
Do they not?
Micah?
Yeah.
That's just one cat out of 11.
You can look at the rest of that.
You got Lawrence.
The rest of the defense is pretty good too, dude.
They gave up 35 points though.
Yeah.
They
The
did.
rest of that defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think to say it's not is you got to look at. They got DeMarcus Lawrence.
No, I'm just saying.
You got Osa in the interior too. You got Micah Parsons.
You got all those guys, but how many points did they give up?
35.
Yeah.
To the Packers. Yeah.
They got their.
I mean, you got Deron Brand and Trayvon Diggs at corner.
I'm just telling you. If you're going to laud them, you better take a look at Dak's numbers.
I understand what you're saying that the defense struggled. All I'm saying is, if at some point you have a roster like they've had consistently, right, Dave?
Been good.
Yes.
You got to elevate your game to where you literally carry them in playoff games.
Yeah. All I know is that when we talk about
Dave's shaking his head. He agrees with me.
No, I don't 100% agree with you.
That's when you can tell him he's crazy. He hasn't had any sleep.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, to me, is right where he needs to be right there. He's sneaky.
So you think that's good for him?
Well, I think he's sneaky dangerous because there's not a game that he goes into that he can't.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Can't
Regular
control
season,
the
he's
game.
definitely sneaky.
Yeah,
dangerous,
he just hasn't done it.
In the playoffs, he's just dangerous. It's not always a good way.
And you know what? You know who else gets who gets a sleight of hand because of Shanahan in the system is Brock Purdy. I mean, because of Shanahan's system, I mean, he gets a sleight of hand. It's almost like that Brock Purdy, the system is what makes Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy doesn't make the system grow.
Right, that's true.
You know, and that's unfortunate because
I'm going to disagree with that too.
Why would you disagree?
Because man, he makes some good throws, bro. Those high-low throws are accurate as hell.
What I'm saying is, that Brock Purdy.
You're saying he has the protection.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying he gets slighted because of Shanahan's
you're saying he gets
system.
slighted. Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I thought you said slided. S-L-I-D-E-D.
No, I say he gets slighted because it's Shanahan's
You're saying
system.
S-L-I-G-H-T.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because what he does it efficiently.
Yep.
He doesn't make mistakes. When he is pressed, he can move. He can throw on the run. Oh, yeah.
And I think that's another reason Ayuk is in the situation he's in right now because they're saying that he's a product of that system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if Ayuk goes anywhere else, He'll be a number one guy.
I think that's a good point as well. So real quick on Dak's numbers, I mean, these are just 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, threw for 69.5% completion percentage. And when you compare what he did the year before, it was 23-15 compared to 36-9.
That's good stuff.
You want a couple other numbers?
If that was Trevor, we'd take it all day, wouldn't we?
You want a couple other numbers?
Yeah.
He's 2-5 in the playoffs.
He is.
Again, now this is the classic. It's the quarterback. He's the only one apparently who lined up in the playoffs.
You get so mad when I do that, but look, when you
forget about the
when you get in that
points that he gave
tournament,
up.
when you cannot win in that tournament without a good quarterback. You
I
can't.
agree with
and
that.
a guy that like lifts his team.
But
It just doesn't happen.
Let's also remind ourselves of Mike McCarthy. Okay, we can second guess Mike McCarthy a little bit here as far as some of the decisions. And like we said, that defense was poor that particular afternoon. All right, so those guys were in that third tier. Real quick as we wrap this up, we get to the tier that Trevor is in. And then you figure out whether or not he can take that big step forward, which is what everyone out there, all of Duval, is hoping that he'll be able to do. But he needs to climb up into that category of the guys before him.
And who's he with in that tier?
This is tier 4, intrigue with question marks.
That's fair.
It's Trevor, it's A.A. Ron, it's Tua, it's A.R., it's Will Levis, it's Kyler Murray. I would not be putting him in the pile with Levis. And A.R. and Kyler. There's just no flipping way out.
And Tua doesn't deserve to be in there either.
Yeah, Tua needed to be moved up too.
Yeah, I'll put him in tier 3.
Yeah.
Need to be in 3. I agree.
And
you know what I've said? I said this on the show that I see, if I'm correct, he's going to have 30 this year.
That would be money.
Okay.
You said 30 TDs, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
How many turnovers is he going to have?
15.
Okay. 2-to-1 ratio.
That puts him in that next tier up.
Is that INTs and fumbles or just INTs?
Oh, no. I'm talking INTs.
All right, hold on
how
to
about
that
total turnovers?
He's going to correct the fumble.
All right.
He's going to correct that.
Hold on to that because we'll debate that coming up here in just a second. It's XL Primetime on a beautiful Friday. Big Hair, Heavy Metal. Thanks to Cycles of Jacksonville. Hit RJ the DJ up 641-1010 and your thoughts on these quarterback tiers.
Cruising with XL Primetime in the First Coast Honda Dealer Studios on 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship. Wherever your golf journey is headed, a PGA professional will help get you there. Find your PGA coach at pga.com/coach. The 2019 Open champion Shane Lowry survived a double bogey at 11, the railway hole, to take a 2-shot lead into the weekend. He shot 69. He's at 7 under. Englishman Dan Brown playing his first ever major. 72 today. He's 5 under, tied with Justin Rose, who made a 40-footer on 18. He is also at 5 under par. From there, there's a gap of 3 shots to 3 players at -2. Billy Horschel, who missed the cut in 6 of his last 9 Open Championship appearances, he's at 2 under. World number 1 Scotty Scheffler also at -2. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
We are the PGA of America, and since 1916, our PGA of America golf professionals have loved and led this game. Our love for the game drives our coaches to help millions of golfers with their games, our operators to deliver incredible experiences, and our general managers to run any facility and business at the highest level. Our love for the game leads us to play at a high level, impact lives through PGA Reach, and develop your love for the game every day. The PGA of America, we love this game.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do the Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle with lifetime warranty, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Best price, best payment, best trade-in value, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. With a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there is always a little room for wiggle.
Garber Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Garber Wiggle.
This is Richard Miller with your Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles Update. Our Showtime Card Show is this Saturday, running from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. inside the store. With around 20 tables of vendor selection, fill your summer with a fun card show. See you this weekend at Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Update your collection.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy one fan, save 10%. Buy two, save 15%. Buy three or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. From GFL, Green for Life.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 19, 1973, New York Mets future Hall of Famer outfielder Willie Mays is named to the National League All-Star team for the 24th time.
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here for John's Auto. They've been a staple in Jacksonville going all the way back to 1985. At John's Auto, they service all makes, all models, cars, trucks, diesel, you name it, they do it. Whether it's routine maintenance or a complete engine overhaul. Call John's Auto on Arlington Road. That's 904-743-3857 or go to johnsautomotivejacks.com.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Let's go! It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired servicemen and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel. Ask about the new Family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer.
Let's go!
Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700.
Let's go.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's a big hair, heavy metal Friday on XL Primetime.
I'm on no sleep. No sleep. You gotta love it. Gotta love it operating on 30, how many hours?
It's 37 now. Hour 37.
Yeah. You'll get a little delirious. You've lost your mind a little bit.
You need a lot of water. You start getting that headache in the back of your head because you have no sleep. That's where I'm at right now.
Although, as sleepy as you are, we did have one on the text line that did agree with you. Dallas has won 36 games the last 3 seasons with 0 championship game appearances. Dak is not elite. Regular season wins, fine, but can't do it in the playoffs. Well, the one thing that you always got to remember, at least I believe this to be true, is that you have to win enough to get to the postseason. And if you don't perform well in the regular season, you're never really going to be able to talk about the postseason. It is a team game.
It is a team game. And quarterbacks get way too much criticism and way too much credit for that.
Where does everybody put Marino?
I put Marino as one of the greatest I've ever seen play the position, top 5.
Yeah. How many championship games did he
has
win?
0 rings. But he was...
He won 1 championship game, but he also won a lot of playoff games, too, though.
Yeah, he did.
And then he got smoked 62-7.
Jimmy Johnson's last game in the NFL.
Yeah. I hated that. I hated to do that to Coach. I did. For real. I did. When I walked up, he walked up and he shook my hand, but he kind of shook my hand like this.
Yeah. Well, that's Jimmy.
He gave him the side eye.
Gave him the side eye. Yeah, he was not happy.
8-10, Dan Marino, career playoff record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he got there quite often, won his share. And look, Lamar gets the book put on him that he can't win the big game. Well, they were the number 1 seed. They had it set up beautifully for themselves. First time they had played as a number 1 seed in the AFC in their house with Lamar. He had a chance because I think they were a 1 seed before and got bounced by Tennessee going back his first MVP year.
Here's one for you. What do you think Tony Romo's record was in the playoffs?
He only won 1, maybe 2 playoff games.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he won 2.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, he's 2-4.
2-4. Okay.
2-4. What was Troy Aikman's record in the playoffs?
A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, 10.
11-5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then there's of course Terry Bradshaw, 14-5.
Yeah. But you figure 11-5. That is a season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a regular season worth of playoff games. And when you win 11 of those, what was your playoff record?
My playoff record was, I believe, 4-4.
4-4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You go back to the touchdowns last year. Dak threw for 36, and when we talk about who deserves the respect and who doesn't, Jordan Love threw for 32. Had a little bit of a slow start last year,
season,
and then kind of just got red hot at the right time. Brock threw for 31. To your point, Leon, that he needed to get a little more love. Jared Goff, you guys know I've been hyping that guy in the Honolulu Blue for a while. He had 30.
31 for Brock Purdy, by the way.
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, with just 11 picks. And so he took care of the football as well.
That's just regular season, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like we said, the number that Dak put up in the regular season was impressive. There's no getting away from that part of it. But
but legends are made in playoffs, though.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know the knock on Peyton Manning early on in his career. Regular season, he would light it up, but those Patriots would just send him home until he got over that hump.
Yeah.
He'd get in the cold, he'd go to Foxborough, and he'd go into Ty Law.
No,
Remember that?
That was
He'd
David
do it right
Garrard.
to Ty Law.
David Garrard.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
When I was here.
And then finally made the run against Pittsburgh, and it does. It changes. That play that David Garrard had is one of the signature plays this franchise has ever had.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah, they happen in the postseason that way. It's for sure. And so, honestly, we get back to the conversation before the break. Coach predicted a 2-to-1 ratio. 30 and 15 is what you're thinking. And then Matt mentioned fumbles, and you think he's going to clean it up. If he coughs the football up, let's just say he fumbles it 3 times but only gives it away once. That's what you need to have happen. You know what I mean? He needs to make sure that when that ball pops out, he finds a way, or one of his teammates finds a way. It's those losses where you flip or not. You just basically give the ball up.
I believe. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dave.
I believe, and I'm hearing some bad stuff off air, but I believe the 3 interior guys are going to be better this year. And I think that will eliminate some. I'm talking about the interior.
What's that old saying? You can hope in one hand and
the guards in the
other?
center.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to eliminate the fumbles with that situation.
Let me just tell you something.
So wait, let me just say this first, real quick.
And let's not strip away hope for everybody. Okay, this is the time for hope.
Just real quick. I hear 18 turnovers because you said 3 fumbles. I mean, 18 turnovers on a team that doesn't have much margin for error.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Like the Bills can have 18 turnovers with Josh Allen because they've got a little margin for error.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more this year because they've lost Diggs and Gabe Davis and
And Diggs.
Yeah. So but still, there's the margin for error on this team is not as great as it is for the elite team. So if he's turning the ball over 18 times, I think that's too many.
But just for Josh Allen's part in this, we would always say if he made a turnover, he'd make a play.
Mm-hmm.
He put himself back in position.
Right.
But he is responsible for a turnover a game. Like right now, one of the longest running stats that's out there. I'm not going to say only. He threw for 29, but gave it away 18 times. That's a lot. And you still look at that offense and you say, wow, man, they could score at any time from anywhere.
What did Trevor have in 22, 24, and 8? Isn't that right? What he had? Is that right?
I'd have to go back and look and see.
24 and 8. Yeah, 25 and 8. Okay.
Okay.
I think his idea of a great season would be improving on that. So if he goes like 33 and 9 or 33 and 10 or 34 and 10, 35 and 10, that's a step up.
I like to picture a 32 and 12. That's probably a little bit of a dreamscape, but something like that.
It's not a dreamscape.
No, it's not. If he could do that, if he could do that.
No, I haven't 35 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
If he goes to 35 and 9 and 4,100 yards, this team should be.
We're going to be playing for something.
I mean, it's his 4th year now, and again, his first year was we all have said it over and over. It was a wash, but still 4 years in the league. So you're looking at he's already played 50 games in his career. Mm-hmm. So now you throw another 17 on there.
He's logged.
He's seen it all now, man.
Yeah, he's logged.
And if he does make the next step, nothing's going to surprise him on that field.
Right. Yeah.
So he could have 35 touchdowns.
It's going to come down to the offensive line. How well they play.
True.
If they can run the football, he's going to have a great year.
That's a quarterback's coach. Is that not a quarterback's best friend?
Absolutely.
His ability to run the ball, not to be one-dimensional.
And if they can't, I'm going to be screaming about guard for a lot of weeks.
And by the way, as much as that offensive line needs to play well, Brian Thomas needs to get 20 yards down the field in about 2 seconds, and that also will help. That will help.
He's not getting open on those deep routes if there's not protection.
Because if he gets that done. And we're talking
or if there's not playoff protection.
But we're talking 2 seconds. That line can protect for 2 seconds. And then if he represents
can it?
Well, yes, it did. Okay. They averaged 2.5. Okay, something like that.
A lot of that was play action protection.
No, they didn't run the ball very well.
At times they did. At times Etienne did.
Yeah. But anyway, my whole point is that if he takes people away from the line of scrimmage, that's as much as having a better group of guys up front blocking. In other words, it's as valuable. Yes, they need to give him time. No doubt about that. But if you can drop back and in 2 seconds have a guy 20 yards down the field, and you trust him.
Yeah, if you could stress the secondary, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask for a rookie, though, to be the number one.
True. Very true.
Lot to ask.
But remember all the collection of defense that was around the line of scrimmage because no one was getting deep.
Let me. I just want to reassess real quick. You just said in 2 seconds, Brian Thomas is going to be down the field 20 yards.
That's like Christian Miller fast. Okay,
he's not even going to be 10 yards in 2 seconds. You know that, right?
Believe me, I'm just trying
That's
to.
That's kind of my point where you try to block a little bit, man.
They're trying to get a little positive around here.
Exactly.
Because we're getting started here.
He's got
less
July
than a
Joe
week.
creeping in right now is what he's got.
But let's just do this real simply. What does he run the 40 in?
4-2.
4-3.
Yeah, 4-3.
So somewhere around 15 plus yards in 2 seconds is not unimaginable.
Well, it depends on if they press. If they press.
That's what I was going to say. You got it.
Yeah.
And in today's NFL.
He's also got to get off the jam. You know that, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's talking about with the press. And I get it. I'm just saying there needs to be somebody like that he can throw the football to in a hurry and trust it and get it. There's going to be plenty of other guys. Kirk's going to be able to help him in that regard.
Dave Davis can run.
Obviously. And we'll find out what those guys can do.
Remember, I talked to Aaron Beasley, and I said to Beasley, and I already knew the answer. I said to Beasley, Bees, what does 4-3 mean to you? He said, back up.
And that's just really, it's the way to look at it.
Yes.
Is that you have got to present a threat at the line of scrimmage that defense needs to step back and account for. And if they can do that, then you're going to see a football team that will be able to boom. What did Billy, you mentioned this yesterday. Billy Napier thinks he's got more of a vertical passing game.
Right.
He needs it.
He
Why?
also said they got to protect.
Right. Yeah.
Too often they were using 6 and 7 man protection because they couldn't protect, which left them with 2 receivers in the route. Yep. And 2 receivers are not getting open deep like that.
Why do you need a vertical passing game? Because you don't have one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got to catch the ball too now.
Yeah.
He gets vertical to catch the ball because if he does it, it'd be no different than someone shooting a 3.
Yeah.
They know you ain't got no jumper.
Yeah.
You say,
as long as it's not Bronny shooting that 3.
Oh, you just had to go there, didn't you?
All right. Let's shut him down on this right now.
Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
Well, my take today is the first day of camp. Rookies report today, veterans on Tuesday. It's back to the business of ball, gentlemen. I love it. I love it. I love it.
My takeaway is 30 plus and less than 15.
Now you're going to less than 15.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right,
You've talked me into it.
I've talked you into it. All right. My takeaway is Trevor Lawrence played 50 games. I think this is the year where we're going to see him take that next. And I don't mean just like a little step. I mean like a significant step.
Yeah. And my takeaway, I'll just go ahead and stay with the Jaguars theme here, is that better coaching, better game planning, better execution. They all come in terms of responsibility. Come together, you start getting more dubs than L's. That's for sure. No subs for dubs, ladies and gentlemen. There is no question about that. We'll all be out there. So Wednesday will be the first day of practice, and we'll be all gathered up, looking forward to it and seeing what it looks like. They'll throw some pads on at some point, Leon. They do put pads on.
Do they hit?
I'm pretty sure they do.
You got your bucket hat ready?
I didn't know they hit. Huh? Are they going inside? It might be too hot.
Yeah, listen. They'll be gathered up and lathered up because it's going to be hot. There's no question about it.
All right, let's get ready. We cannot wait. We are done. Thanks to Cycles of Jacksonville. Don't forget, on-road, off-road. They've got every motorcycle, four-wheeler you can imagine. And then now in the boat business with the beautiful Honda line of boats powered by Honda. And you can definitely check out Coach Pontoon Boats as well. All right, we say goodbye on a Friday. Have a good weekend. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Leon Searcy, Coach Campo, and RJ. We turn you loose for the Frangie Show coming up next.
Come on, Joe. That ain't good enough. You got to suck the blood out my mouth. Let's go, baby.